Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me again. I just wanted to present to you my top 10 films of 2013. This year was an outstanding year for cinema, and also was a pretty tragic year as well. But these 10 films showed spectacular potential to change the world of cinema forever in some cases. So let's begin. At number 10, I have Gravity, the visually stunning epic starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. This movie is so visually stunning, perhaps the most visually stunning movie ever made. It's just beautiful the way Alfonso Cuarón directs it. In my opinion, he should win Best Director at the Oscars. Number 9, we have The Place Beyond the Pines. This is a gem that premiered at the beginning of the year and thoroughly deserves recognition, which it's not receiving from the Academy. Number 8, I have Captain Phillips. In my opinion, probably Tom Hanks' third best performance. At number 1, I'd have Forrest Gump. Number 2, Castaway. But this movie introduced me to a brand new actor that I really love, Barkhad Abdi. Great supporting role and great directing by Paul Greengrass, as always. At number 7, I have Her. Spike Jonze is personally one of my favorite writers, and it seems like he should be more of an author than a writer of screenplays. The way he just writes, he can create new worlds and new sci-fi adventures that you'd never understand. And this love story is so, just brings you into the world, and you want to care for these characters so much than you thought you would. At number 6, I have American Hustle. David O. Russell's comedy/drama/crime film is a hard topic for me. At first, I wouldn't even have it on this list for my first viewing. My second viewing, however, really enthralled me. I really loved watching this movie, got some more laughs out of it than the first time I viewed it. And it's an exciting movie in ways that a lot of people don't see. A lot of people have called it boring, but I would agree in some aspects, but not all. Number 5, I have Prisoners. This thriller/horror, to some people, stars Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Paul Dano, personally one of my favorite actors, and a whole bunch of other people. This movie also, like The Place Beyond the Pines, came out earlier in the year and deserves recognition that it is not receiving. Besides the, I think, cinematography for Roger Deakins. I don't know if that's correct, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it was him that did the cinematography on the film. But great movie, great script, and definitely deserves more recognition than it's receiving. At number 4, I have The World's End, directed by Edgar Wright and starring my personal favorite actor, Simon Pegg. This movie just ended the Cornetto trilogy on a good note, and I felt I was so hyped going for this movie ever since it was announced. I saw it at midnight, and I just was thrilled by it. Great movie, great comedy, my second favorite comedy of the year. At number 3, I have The Way, Way Back. This is considered a comedy to many people, but I see it as more of a drama. This movie hits me hard. I don't really know why, but the first time I view this, it made me tear up. Great movie, though. Sam Rockwell, personally, in my top 5 favorite actors. I love Sam Rockwell. Moon, probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And also, Seven Psychopaths. I think I mentioned that in last year's video. I love Seven Psychopaths. At number 2, I have 12 Years a Slave. This movie, in my personal opinion, should win Best Picture. Although it's not my favorite of the year, it definitely hits me the hardest of the year. I walked out of this theater feeling more emotionally distressed than ever. It's a very complicated movie, and it should be viewed by everybody. Michael Fassbender gives an amazing performance. Chiwetel Ejiofor and newcomer Lupita Nyong'o is very, very talented. She deserves the Oscar. Also, I'd like to mention Paul Dano in this movie as well, gives a riveting performance. Also, Benedict Cumberbatch, another one of my favorite actors. And finally, the moment I've been waiting for, and hopefully you've been waiting for, number 1, The Wolf of Wall Street. This is personally my second favorite movie of all time. It was my first after my first 2 viewings of this film, but after my third, I feel like it's just a bit too long, but still one of the best movies I've ever seen. It just tosses you into this world of Jordan Belfort, also one of my favorite authors, great speech maker. This guy lived an outstanding life, amazing. Everybody should live by this guy's standards of reform, how he changed his life, and now he's doing things for the positive. Great comedy, great performance by Jonah Hill, and my second favorite director besides Quentin Tarantino, of course, Martin Scorsese, directs this film. And his style is unmatchable compared to most other directors. Just constant knockout films. And that's it, guys. I really would like to give an honorable mention to This Is the End, and also Spring Breakers, I'm going to say. Spring Breakers was a fantastic movie, in my opinion. Panned by most fans, but loved by critics. And I feel like it's just an artsy gem in some aspects. I also like to give a shout out to my feel-good movie of the year, popcorn film, Star Trek Into Darkness. Just a great action movie. Also, Benedict Cumberbatch, well, I already mentioned, one of my favorites. And that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Signing off.